Okay, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about MEPS. This is where you find out if you're qualified for the U.S. military. Every branch goes there. When I went, I got on my shuttle with a Marine and 2 airmen. Now, that's not all that was going. That was just who I was going out of my district. When you first go, when you first find out you're going to go, you got to get all your personal information in your recruiter. Birth certificate, social security card, health background, everything. You're going to get sent down there with a envelope kind of like this. That is you. That tells everything about you. We rode down there. When we first walked in, went through a metal detector, and then you walk in and you see like a bunch of people in military camo, and then some people who look like they're civilian. You don't really know. I didn't know which ones were and weren't civilians. I knew the ones in camo were in the military, but I didn't know about the other ones. So, but you walk in, you're going to give them that packet. They're going to look at it, put some information into the computer, and then they're going to give you a sticker on your shirt. Mine said like Lynn, Air Force, and the first day is testing. And it also told you the test I was taking. So, but and then you also scan your thumbprint in. Your thumbprint, you got to use that for the rest of the time you're there, because every room almost you enter, you have to use your thumbprint to get in. After you do all that, they'll tell you to go sit down and wait on your test. Okay, so I sat for at least 3 hours. I just sat there and waited on this test. Well, they called me, I scanned my thumb in, went and got on the computer, took my test, and that was it. I mean, it ends between 4 and 6 o'clock. I don't remember. It's been a while. It was back in October when I went. But another thing, when you go in there, they don't let you have your phone. They don't let you have anything like that in there. They'll lock it up in a room. And at the end of the day, they take your tag off. They don't let you take it with you. I don't know why. They just do not let you take that with you. But end of the day, you get your phone back, and then you get on a big bus, not just your little van shuttle, with everybody in MEPS, and you all go to Embassy Suites. That's where we all stayed. It was a nice place. Got a free dinner. I got roomed with a Marine. He was one of the coolest guys I ever met. Awesome hotel. I mean, we had 2 bedrooms and a full bathroom. Had a kitchen. I mean, it was pretty nice. I haven't stayed in a hotel that nice before. And then, but I mean, we didn't really have much time to watch TV or anything like that, because we were told, and it said on the back of our key, that we had a 4 a.m. wake-up call and we needed to be at the lobby at 5 a.m. for briefing. So we went to bed after we ate, and then we got up and we went breakfast. Breakfast is also paid for free, along with everything else there. It was really nice. Go down there, brief, get back on the bus with everybody. This time you take all your clothes back with you, back to where you started. When you get there, stand outside in the cold, if it's cold, at about 5:30 in the morning, getting briefed. And you go back in, you scan in, stand there and hand them your paperwork again, because you take this, you take that envelope with you when you leave the first day. But day 2, it's all about medical examination. That's all it was. And today, or day 2, is the big day. I mean, that's when you find out, am I going to get to go in the military or not? Because you swear in that day if you make it, if you're qualified. So, day 2, you are examined from top to bottom. Lots of doctors there. I mean, they test your ears, your eyes, drug test you, blood test you, any kind of test that you could ever think of, they do it there. It was actually interesting. I mean, I learned a lot of stuff about myself that I didn't even know. I learned that my spine was curved. I learned that apparently my eyesight isn't that good. I think I just messed up on the test, but they told me my eyesight, I'm nearsighted apparently. I'd never known that. I had always did good on eye exams, so but you find out a lot. At the end of the day, you sit down back in the lobby, they call your name, you get an envelope, and he says qualified or not qualified. This is where everybody's kind of scared, because if you're not qualified, then you either have to go back and try again and fix some paperwork, or you can't get in the military. He called my name, I went up there, he said qualified. So I was ecstatic, I was very happy. Then after that, you go into your branch's office. All the branches have an office there. I went in the Air Force office. This was one of my favorite parts. You go in there, do a couple of things, sign some paperwork, and you get a list with the aptitude area that you're of your choosing. Actually, I chose mechanics, and you get to pick 9 jobs out of what you're qualified for. I had a stack that thick of jobs that I was qualified for. It was pretty nice, actually. Get to pick 1 through 9. First job I picked was tactical aircraft maintenance. I got a call back about 2 months later with that job. I don't know if it works that way for everybody, but I can tell you the first job I picked I got, so I pretty much picked my job. After you get out of that room, you scan in and you go to another room. This is the pretty important paperwork part. They make you do, if something happens to you in the military, do you want all your money to go to? Or do you want to do your this and that? That's where you do all that kind of paperwork. And this is also the room where you sign your real contract. I still have mine. You're gonna either get an 8-year or 12-year. Now that doesn't mean you're serving active for 8 years and 12 years. It means, like for my 8, I'm doing 4 active and 4 reserve. The 4 that are reserve are just civilian things. They can call you back if war breaks out, is what that means. But you're a civilian after your active duty done. And the other one's just 6 and 6. It's not 4 and 4. But I signed mine for 4 years, and that's where you get to make that choice. Then after you leave there, qualified, you signed your papers. Now, the most special thing to me that happened that whole day was swearing in. And listen to me, I did not like MEPS at all. Just because it's a day full of medical stuff. But the best part is the end, where you get to do your job stuff, swear in. But when you swear in, that's when you know you're in. This is it. And then after you swear in, I mean, you're done. That's MEPS. You get it back on the shuttle you came on. At the end of the day, you still got to wait forever till the end of the day. But you get back on that same shuttle that you came on. They take you back. And I don't know how it goes for everybody. But I went back to my recruiter's office that night. And then he told me about the DEP. DEP's late entry program, as I said earlier, I believe. May not have, but that's what it is. High school students who haven't joined yet, or have joined but can't go to basic yet. Like me, I'm waiting to go to basic because I got to finish high school. That's why I'm shipping it off in July. When I got back from my recruiter's office, I just signed some papers. The only thing I do now, on the 3rd Thursday of every month at 8 a.m., I have to be at Waycross, Georgia. Sign in, weigh in, make sure everything's qualified. You got to stay out of trouble, and you call them 1st and 3rd Monday of every month. That's it. That is MEPS and the DEP, just a little breakdown.